Myron and I are going to demonstrate a bell. This is one I made yesterday. I haven't made one for quite a while, so I had to see how it worked. It's cold when I start off a big building. Lucky enough to get one for the auction. I think I got 3 of them. I can't find the other 2 right now, but that's what I start with. Got a couple of fuel balls here. Use this one. This is the size about a 3-inch fuel ball that I use. So this thing in stages. It's going to take too long. It probably takes 3 hours to do a bell. It's not going to take so long tonight. Get out. I got that when it started. I'll illustrate on how we do it. I use the light hammer. Better off use the light hammer. You get a lot of times you keep moving it. Get too hard with the heavy hammer. Sometimes you will distort it. If anyone's interested in making one, get a hold of me after this is over. Or in my shop sometime. Some of the problems with this ball, how you can speed it up or whatever. If you heat it up too far, you let this get cold, it gets black, it's going to upset. You're going to get a Hanson in the middle of that bell. You want that painting chrome. That one was a painted I like the looks of that over there better. Polish it up on the Scotch-Brite wheel. I have a 2-inch wide, 12-inch diameter. Well, it's wore down to nothing. I just put the new one on, so that works real great for this. This has to be polished again. Now the chrome is here, and we've destroyed the chrome there, so we'll polish that up to a chimera finish. It's going to be rough. Then you put it in the oven at 450 to 475 degrees. About 450 degrees in my wife's oven is kind of a golden color. Get 475, you start to go into a peacock or a blue, light blue, dark blue, gray, becomes ugly again. So you got to catch it at the right rate. And if you leave it in too long, it's going to get darker. Okay, now here you've got the handle that I passed around. You flattened it. You figured out how long you want it. You flatten it, you drill the 3/16 hole, you countersunk both sides of that hole to kind of clean it up. And then you take a wire, you go up to a discount steel, you buy steel, and they wrap wire around it. That's the wire you use. You take 2 inches, cut it off. Take your scrolling pliers, you grab it right at the end, and you take your thumb, you roll it partway around, and you get it in there straight, bring it around until it stops, put it back in, bring it back, okay, got a nice eye there. And you turn it 90 degrees, do the same thing again. Okay, you got 2 eyes, eye on each end, you open it up just enough so you can hook it in there, and then you put it inside, you hook it inside. See, I already got that, I just put that in there, see? And then you reach in, tighten it up. So then you got one hook hanging down that's open. And then you hook your ruler on that. You bring that up to where you had it marked. What these have been running is measured about 3.5 inches where you want it. Okay? That tells me that we're 1/4 inch off because we're hooked about 1/4 inch too high. Subtract 1/4 inch, so you want the hole in the clacker. Want the hole in the clacker that we just drilled at 3 1/4 inches from the end. So then you put that in there, and then you decide where you want it. It's right there, so it's just hanging down. Okay? Then you get a pair of pliers or a scrolling pliers, whatever works for you. You lock it in. Then got it right there? No. You decide where you want that, you mark it up here.
Any difference in sound where that climber hits the side of the bell, like near the bottom?
Yes, it does. It does. And I like to have it hit right down by the edge. And if it hangs down too far, if it hits too far off, you want it to hit inside just a little bit. So you don't want a lot hanging down, but you need some. Okay, now measure the diameter here. You got 3 inches, give or take. A little over. So you do the math, and you figure out what center line is. Center line here should be about 1.5 inches, 1.5, inch and 9/16, give or take. Then you decide what you have to have over here. And this one's a little light. I need a little more under here. So you measure, you get that weight out, and then you hold it here. And you pull that back. So you got it like that. Got it there. Lock it up on each side. Something like this. So it doesn't roll off. And then you weld it. Assembling weld it. You can build it up, you can sculpt it. And of course the settling welding class is coming up next month. And then you take this and polish it and put it in the oven, and you come up with a nice golden accent here. It's got to be highly polished to get a nicer looking. Where's Cliff?